Hi, this is Joe again with another review, and I just did a review for the movie Silver Linings Playbook, which describes a person who was in a mental hospital for 8.5 months and diagnosed with bipolar. So now instead of rehashing that, I'm doing another review. This time of an Oscar-winning movie actually, and somehow I overpassed this movie when I did my Oscar movie review series or Oscar-winning movie series a year ago almost, and I just reminded myself of this movie when I was doing Silver Linings Playbook, and that is the 1980 Oscar-winning film Ordinary People, and the stars Donald Sutherland, Mary Tyler Moore, Timothy Hunt, and it was the directorial debut of Robert Redford. This movie was surprising. What a lot of people are surprised about, this movie beat out Raging Bull for Best Picture. So there was a lot of hatred towards this movie because it beat out, supposedly the greatest boxing movie of all time. With the movie Ordinary People, so it's mainly on the point of view of Timothy Hunt's character, who plays a character named Conrad, and he killed himself, or he tried to kill himself, and you find out why he tried to kill himself. And throughout the movie, he goes to see a psychiatrist named played by John Hirsch, from Taxi, and the reason why the Conrad character tried to kill himself was the fact that his brother died in a boating accident. Because Conrad and his brother were on their family boat, or whatever it was. It was a family boat, and it got into a storm. And Conrad lived, and his brother died in that storm. So he felt guilty about it, and he tried to kill himself. And then he was in the hospital for a few months. And of course, he's still trying to live with the guilt, what's called survivor's guilt, because he lived and his brother died. So both of them living. And it also goes through the process of how Mary Tyler Moore character, played the mother, treated Conrad, because she didn't actually say so, but you can tell by watching this movie that she blamed Conrad for the death of her son, or the other son, because the other son was the firstborn son, of the son that died, and Conrad was the second child, and Mary Tyler Moore blamed Conrad for the death of the son because she loved the other son more. And Conrad knew it and said, "Oh, she hates me. She always hated me. Look how she." And he says to the father, Donald Sutherland, "So look how she's treating me, Dad. I feel that she's blaming me for the death because I lived and he died." And then, of course, over the course of the movie, the way that Donald Sutherland is pestering over it is, you don't like Conrad. What do you mean you don't like Conrad? He's my son. What do you mean you don't love my son? Because they feel you blame him for what happened. No, I do not. They say, "Oh yeah, how can you don't treat him lousy for? You don't talk to him, you don't love him, you don't say you love him or anything else. What are you treating him like this?" And he says, "Well, you don't treat him like you always treat him." That attitude. And then now someone finally realizes that, hey, she does blame Conrad for what happened. She does blame doesn't love him as much as she should have. Doesn't love her two sons equally. She picked one over the other. And by the end of the movie, he kicks her out of the house. And Donald Sutherland kicks Mary Tyler Moore out of the house by the end of the movie, because he realizes that, hey, what Conrad is saying is actually true. And the movie did win the Oscar for Best Picture, which was kind of a surprise because it is kind of slow paced. Ordinary People is kind of a slow paced film. Of course, the highlight for me in the movie was about like halfway through, a little more than halfway through the film. Um, and Conrad tried to reconnect with somebody that he knew from the hospital, another patient from the mental hospital, and he found out that after they saw each other, she killed herself, and she succeeded in killing herself. And so he broke down. Well, the comic character broke down and ran to a psychiatrist in John Hirsch's office, and that's when he had the real big. I want to say mental breakdown, but his character broke down, in tears and screaming, and then the whole situation what happened with his brother, how his brother died, and that whole scene came up. I think that particular scene was why Timothy Hunter won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for that role, for that particular scene. Because I thought he did great in it. And I never seen Timothy Hunter act in anything else. I don't remember seeing him act in anything else after that. But he did a great job in that particular scene, and so did John Hirsch. I thought John Hirsch was great in it throughout the whole film. Playing the psychiatrist. And I thought it was great in that film. I always liked John Hirsch anyway. I always thought he was a good actor. But in this film, I think that was like the first film that I remember seeing him in, other than being in Taxi. But he was very good in this film, and of course this was Robert Redford's first film that he directed. Even though Robert Redford hadn't directed all that many films, he directed this one, and he won the Oscar for it, for Best Director. I think the last one that won an Oscar for the directorial debut was Kevin Costner for Dances with Wolves. But this film is, I know people they base this movie because it beat out Raging Bull. But I feel that people should give this movie a chance. If you never seen it, give it a chance. I think Ordinary People is one of the forgotten Oscar winners. Not because it felt like I feel Brazil Dog 30 should have won for Best Picture. A lot of people felt that Raging Bull should have won over Ordinary People, because Raging Bull, personally I've not seen the Raging Bull, but Raging Bull has also got a cult following in a way. So because movies got a cult following, that movie should have won all the awards and all this stuff. Unfortunately, the movies that we want to see either nominated or win Academy Awards, it doesn't happen. 9 times out of 10, it doesn't happen. With Susan Lucci, for example, with the Daytime Emmys, I mean, she was nominated I think like 22 or 23 times total, and she only won once. I mean, she was nominated 18 times in a row before she won on the 19th try. And then she was nominated, I think, like 3 times after that. And, but she should have won at least half the time. She should have won at least 6 or 7 times. Susan Lucci. And she kept losing. Same thing with certain movies that should have won the Oscar for Best Picture and didn't. Like I did a video called Oscar's Biggest School Jobs, and going to a rant on movies that should have won but didn't. And particularly E.T. should have won. I can't say about Raging Bull. I honestly say, the comparison with Ordinary People and Raging Bull, because I have not personally seen Raging Bull. So I can't. I mean, I see bits and pieces of Raging Bull, but not the entire film. So I can't honestly say if Raging Bull should have won. I think Robert De Niro won for Best Actor, but Best Actor for playing the part. But I have not seen the whole movie, completely the whole movie, so I can't honestly say if Raging Bull should have beat out Ordinary People. But Ordinary People won. It's been like 35 years now since that movie came out, or 34 years since the that particular Oscar award ceremony. So I feel that after 34 years, people should get over it already. Because there's always going to be debates all that stuff. I know I ran into a little bit of a rant here, but I feel that Ordinary People is, a good enough movie, and people should be given a chance and give this movie a chance and watch it. But like I said, my only big complaint is that it is a very slow movie, and a very slow pace. But that's my only real complaint. Excuse me. That's my only real big complaint over with Ordinary People. That's my only complaint. So let me review of Ordinary People. Please click on the video. Please subscribe to my channel and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. Thanks for watching and catch you next time.